Hey guys, welcome to another exciting design tutorial with UX Mate. Today we are going to create a cool loading animation in Figma. So let's jump into the Figma. Well, before that, make sure you have already subscribed to the channel and hit that bell icon next to it, because if you're not doing that, then you're going to miss a lot of exciting design content. And you will not get notified with all our future uploads. So be sure to subscribe the channel and hit that bell icon next to it. And I would also like if you write down in the comment what you feel about this video, and if there is any specific thing which you want to learn in Figma, in UI UX design, in After Effects, in VFX, or anything, just write down in the comments and I'll try my best to create the high quality tutorials for you. So yeah, without any further delay, let's jump into Figma and get started with it. So yeah, we are here in Figma and we'll be starting with the loading animation. So let's start creating a frame. So I'll create a frame somewhere around 300 by 300 pixels. Okay. I'll give it a name, loading animation. I'll add a grid in this. So let's add a layout grid and let's create a row grid, and I'll have count as 3. Okay, great. Let's adjust the margin a little bit. Okay, fine. So now I'll be creating ellipses. So you can go to this ellipsis tool, or you can hit O on your keyboard. That will select this ellipsis tool and you can create the circles. Make sure you create the circles on your grid line and have equal space between them. It could be roughly anything, you don't have to be exact precise here, but let's create around 5 ellipses. I'll select all of them, I'll align them in the center so you can see this center grid, and I'll have some random colors to them. You can have any colors, so let's use from our predefined colors here. Great. I guess this is a little light, so I'll just change it. Maybe something like this. Okay, great. Now what we are going to do is we are going to convert this into a component. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to convert this into a component. So select your loading animation frame, click on this create component button on the right hand side in the properties panel, or you can go here in the actions and you can type create component. Okay, so let's make this as a component and let's add properties, variant property. So let's go to add property from here, then click on variant, and now we are going to add multiple variants. So we are going to do it one by one. So let's create one variant and let's change this position of the circle to somewhere here middle of this middle row. Okay, and let's add one more variant. This time we'll move this to the top, and this is going to be the middle of this row. Okay, let's create one more variant. Same way, just bring it back to the middle, move this to the top, take the next one and also bring it in the middle. Okay, let's create one more variant. Let's get it down to the bottom, this one to the middle, this one goes to the top, and then this goes to the middle. Let's create one more variant. This time it is at the bottom, this is the middle, this is at the top, and this is at the middle. And then we have second last frame here. This is going to be bottom, this is going to be middle, this will touch the top, and the last frame will be this goes to the bottom and this goes to the middle. We don't need to create a frame where everything is touching to the base, because our first frame is the same, right? So now we are going to create the interactions. So to create interactions, go to the prototype tab or hit Shift E on the keyboard to switch between the design and prototype tab. So I'll quickly create the interactions. You don't need to worry about which interactions are those. Let's just quickly create the interactions between all the frames, first to second, second to third, third to fourth, fourth to fifth, till the last, and from the last to the first. Okay. Now I'll select all of the frames together or all of the variants, right? And now we are going to go to the prototype, and under interactions, click on this click interaction. Change the trigger of the interaction to after delay, so that will automatically play the animation. Make sure you set the delay to 1, so that way it keeps on playing. It goes to the next frame immediately after 1 millisecond. Action is going to be changed too, because we have variants. If you're not creating variants and if you're just using the regular frames, in that case you have to change this to navigate to. Okay, but we have created a component and we are using variants of the component, so that's why it is changed to. And property 1 is basically so we have selected multiple variants, that's why it says mixed, so don't worry. Now animation type would be Smart Animate. Make sure it is not instant, dissolve or anything else. It should be Smart Animate. Curve has to be linear. If you go with ease in, ease out or any other animation curve, the results would be completely different. So make sure you set it to the linear. And then duration, you can define whatever suits best for you. So let's test with 150, and I guess that should work fine. So let's set 150 milliseconds, or you can go to 200 milliseconds as well. But yeah, 150 I guess should work fine. So I'll create one test frame. Let's create anything from the presets. Probably let's create a MacBook Pro 16 inches. Okay, and now I'll bring this first variant of the component. So to do that, you have to select the first variant in this component. Hold on the Alt or Option button, okay, and drag it to the frame. Okay, and now let's select this frame. Go to here where we are going to preview this. So you can use Shift Space as well to see the preview. So let's open the preview panel and let me just scale it up a little bit. And now you can see, we have this cool loading animation created in Figma, within few minutes. I hope guys you have enjoyed this video. So don't forget to hit that like button, because that will help us a lot. Your each like will motivate us, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. Also, I would like to hear from you about this video or any future requests. If you want to learn any specific topics, you can also tell me, if you have used this technique ever, or if you have created any loading animations. You can tell me whatever you want to tell, but yes, be sure to write it in the comments so we can have an interactive session. And yeah, that's all. Till the next video, keep watching, keep learning, keep designing.